Morning everyone, Mike here, Antler Assassins TV. I'm going to talk to you about the setup of my new Hoyt Carbon RX7. So I've got my Hoyt Carbon RX7 Ultra. As you know, I shot the RX5 30 last year and part of this season as well. Just swapped some stuff over to the RX7. I kind of held off on doing any kind of reviews or impressions because there were so many out there, but after being so impressed with the bow, I decided to throw my little opinions up there. Running the same equipment that I ran on my RX5 and my RX3, my Carbon Defiant, with the exception as I'm not running a center stabilizer. I am just running the short stop stabilizer. At the bottom it's just a 3-inch stubby with a exit damper. I'm still playing around with the back bar a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm even going to run a back bar because of the way the bow balances. Running my Spot Hog Fast Eddy XL. I do still use my Hoyt Carbon Pro quiver, which is a quick detach. This is a quiver I've had for quite some time. I love it. That's why I have not moved from it. The bow is dialed down a little bit. A lot of you know that I shoot 80 pounds or more, possibly if I can get it out of an 80-pound bow. We're right at around 72. Dealing with some shoulder issues, so had to dial it down a little. Still getting awesome performance out of it. I might crank it back up to 80 today, just to show you the performance of the bow. I might actually tune it out at 80. Shoulder's feeling pretty good this year. But all in all, the bow is sick. For 2023, Hoyt decided not to reinvent the Carbon RX7 riser. They are bringing it back for 2023. There will be a new aluminum riser coming out here real soon. Stay tuned to Hoyt for that. Great looking bow. I do have some black Rattler grips from Rob Schneider over at Rattler Grips. I've had these for quite a while, actually. Kind of sitting in the closet. Ran the bare antler bone grips on my other bows, but the black I thought would look nice on here. And believe it or not, this cut is almost exactly perfect for this riser handle. So I'll show you how to get that on as well and how to stick them on, and we'll get out there and we'll shoot some arrows and get out there and see if we can fill the second part of our buck tag here in Michigan, or maybe move down into Ohio and see what we can't find down there. The lines on this bow are super smooth, nice. This is the first time Hoyt's done a carbon riser all the way to the limb pocket, as you've noticed in the past. And you may be able to see here on my RX5, they do have an aluminum casing that glues right onto the carbon part of the riser and attaches to the limbs. With the RX7, it's carbon fiber all the way to the top of the limb pockets, and that's, I think, beneficial because you don't have any extra pieces to vibrate or come loose or things like that. Great looking bow. So with our Rattler grips, wanted to throw these on real quick before I head out. You've got your stock handle is actually only held on by a little strip of glue in the back. So if you take a flathead, small screwdriver, you don't want to bust up your riser, you can peel that back and get up behind it. You can also take, a hair dryer, heat up the back of that, and it will come off a little easier. It's not stuck down all that crazily, so we're just going to peel it right off. And there we go. There's our stock grip off. And Rob from Rattler Grips provides with his Antler material industrial two-sided tape, which is going to stick to the riser right up in there like that, and that's going to give us a sick looking black handled bow out of antler bone. This is elk antler, and that's going to look killer. The only thing I'm going to do before I stick those two-side tape onto the riser, take a little alcohol prep, and I'm going to wipe down this section where the antler is going to stick, just from where I peeled it off. If I had any grease on my fingers, I want to get that off. So just give it a quick wipe, let it dry, and we'll stick them on there and rock and roll. With our Rattler grips on, I think that pickled black looks gnarly on the black riser. Hello again. So we come out to the farm to sling some arrows, make sure the bow's tuned in, make sure everything looks good. Got some sun in my eye right here, but I got a nasty crosswind, so I'm trying to fight with that a little bit. Right now my 20-yard pin, I'm working on getting that dialed in, about set. I'm going to move back to 30 and see where we're at there. Take a few shots, show you the draw cycle of the bow. It's super smooth. It's nice where the valley peaks down and falls into, I think I've got it set at 80% let off. It doesn't just drop right in. It's a nice slow drop into the let off, which I personally like. Some people like a little more drastic let off, but yeah, it's a sweet bow. One way to feel it is to go out there and shoot one yourself, and see how you like it. But I think this bow is unbelievable. Hoyt really nailed it with this one. I say that every year, but this is truly a remarkable carbon riser. So we're gonna take some more shots and let you guys have a look. For those who are wondering, this is an Easton FMJ. This is the injection series, and this one is 546.6 grains. I do like a heavier arrow. Always shot heavier arrows. The kinetic energy is something that I strive for. Everybody has their quos and foes on that, but that's what I like to shoot. We did dial it back up to 80 pounds, and we were at 20 yards. We'll take one more at 20 and then move back. Draw cycle is about as smooth as butter. And that one just spined another arrow. Don't shoot at the same spot twice. We're back here at 30 yards. 30 on the money. I did use the same sight tape that I had on my other bow, only because I'm shooting the same poundage. If I had to make an adjustment, I'll make an adjustment where I need it. With the same sight, same poundage, usually with the same manufacturers, you can get away with running the same sight tape and just making some small adjustments. But I am going to bump it up to 30. I did have to move it on the wheel slightly. This is the Spot Hog Fast Eddy XL on a roller wheel adjustment or slider. So we're at 30, marked at 30 on the pin. You can see that, and we'll see what we get. Looks like we may be a hair low. I'm gonna take a couple more shots because I do have a nasty crosswind that could be affecting my shot placement. So we'll try that again. And this is why you want to do this, obviously, before you throw a sight on a bow, a new bow, even an old bow. If you're breaking an old bow out of the closet, get out there, test your equipment, test your sight tapes, set your marks. You don't want to make a bad shot on an animal. You owe it to those animals to make a merciful kill. I think that one was money. Dead center, so we'll take 2 more shots and we'll make some adjustments a little further back from there. Might bring it back to 60 today before making any long shots. 60 is a long shot. It's rare that I'd take a 60-yard shot on a deer. I have taken 60-yard shots on elk. You do have a 34-inch axle bow. There's a lot of forgiveness there on longer shots, especially if you're, adrenaline's pumping and you're shaking a little bit. Sometimes you have the ability to have your bow do a little correction for you, which is really nice with a longer axle-to-axle bow. I got one low down there, so I'm not going to worry about that one because the wind was gusting, kind of like it is now. And these are hunting conditions, you get out there and you got a big buck in your sights and you got gusty wind, and it's a shot that you're going to have to make or not make and make that decision on the fly. But if you can practice in the wind, obviously you can make those corrections pretty easily. Alright, so that's it for the tuning of our sight tape. The sight is dead on, my rest is dead on. I'm balanced pretty much where I want to be. I did run this back bar with another shortstop stabilizer and a freedom stabilizer. This is a 4-inch and a 3. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 ounces of weight on it. Gave me a real nice balance. This is a 20 and a 30-yard group. It's within an inch of each other. I'll take that all day long in the hunting woods. We did mark it back 20, 40, 60, and 80. 80 yards is money. You can hear the chickens, they know what's up. The Hoyt Carbon RX7 Ultra, adjustable from 27 inches all the way out to 32 inches for all you long draw guys. Definitely an option for you. Highly recommend you go out and shoot the bow for yourself. Shoot straight, good luck in the hunting woods, stay safe, and stick around for Antler Assassins TV Season 7 Insta Hunts Live, continuing next week, as well as YouTube Live hunts. Shoot straight, and have a good day.